Welcome. I bid you welcome, John Clauser, Johnny Metal, the Metal Dad, coming to you from my music corner of the world. Welcome to the final edition of the album track ranking series, A through Z. Yep, we're on Z. So I'm pretty sure y'all might figure out a band that I'll probably be talking about today. Might as well just go on with it, right? Let's do a ZZ Top album, but I'm not going to go with Eliminator or some of the more known ones. I'm going to go with Degüello. So this album is the first one that would be released on Warner Brothers from the band. You got, of course, Billy Gibbons on vocals and guitar, Dusty Hill on vocals and bass, Frank Beard on drums. You got Bill Ham on the production. This was recorded between April and August of 1979, would eventually be released on Warner Brothers in 1979. Um, this would go to number 24 here in the States on the Billboard charts, would eventually go platinum. Up in Canada, this went up to five, also goes platinum. And on Australia, it made number 100 and two charting singles. So let's just get on into this. You got about 33, 40, 34 minutes here of just ZZ Top, funky, bluesy music. They've been taking a little bit of a hiatus for a couple of years, and there were some other influences that seemed to have crept in, and plus the use of some different electronics. One of those electronics would be something called a pitch shifter. And that was used on the song that for me is going to come at the bottom of my list. And that's the song Manic Mechanic. Cute song. Vocals with Billy Gibbons, though, with that pitch shifter and everything. He sounds like Randy Savage. He sounds like the Macho Man Randy Savage on 16 speed. For you kids out there who don't know what 16 speed is, old turntables used to have four speeds: 16, 33, 45, and 78. 16 was like a really super slow, was much slower. Uh, anyway, that's kind of what it sounds like. You kind of get that idea when you're watching crime shows or documentaries where the person wants their identity hidden, so that's what they do to silhouette their voice, is using these pitch shifters. Anyway, it's a fun song, but yeah, it doesn't really do much for me. The next track is actually going to be the number 8 track on the CD, the third track on side 2, Hi-Fi Mama, a Dusty Hill song, vocal song. It's just a good rock and roll song, with a lot of innuendo in the lyrics. I'll just leave it at that. The next one for me is going to be another one with a little bit of innuendo with it. Is going to be the second track, "She Loves My Automobile." I think again, I believe this could be a Dusty sung song, maybe Billy in a higher range. I can't remember exactly, but anyway, just another fun song. Just again, a lot of innuendo, but yeah, nothing really special here to really write home about. Number 7 is going to be the side 2 opener, the Robert Johnson cover of "Dust My Broom." While I think this is probably a little bit more along the line of the Elmore James version that he did in 1951. And early pressings were credited to Elmore James. Yeah, this is originally a Robert Johnson song from the 30s. So I'm always a sucker for a good Robert Johnson cover. Number 6 is going to be actually the single that went to number 89 on the charts. "Cheap Sunglasses." While I like the Edgar Winters group's like Frankenstein-like groove here in a few spots, the guitar solos just seem lazy to me. There's like really nothing. There's just like a lot of just stop and starts, and it's just, I don't know. It's still a fun song. I mean, yeah, I love the lyric and I love the groove, but the guitar solos kind of take it down a few notches for me. Number 5 is going to be the second track on side 2, "Low Down in the Street." This is another kind of a fun, funky rocker. I like the atmosphere with this one. Um, number 4 is actually the fourth track on side 1, "Fool for Your Stockings." Nice slow bluesy. song, seductive, very, very seductive in the lyrics. But there's a lot of good guitar licks in this one. I don't know. That's again, that slow blues where the feel just takes over. That's really what grabs me with this song. Number three is going to be the album closer, Esther Be the One. Again, this is a fun lyric. I love the feel of this song. There's some good tasty licks here from Billy Gibbons. My second favorite is going to be I'm Bad, I'm Nationwide. Here again, there's a lot of good grooves, a lot of good bass lines going on from Dusty, nice tasty licks here from Billy. Band's just on firing on all cylinders. Really enjoy this one. Obviously, my favorite one is going to be the album opener, the Isaac Hayes, David Porter cover of "I Thank You." This track would go to number 34 on the Billboard charts. Billy basically just takes this song and it's like he's singing to the girl, and it's like, I don't know, he just makes her sound like some crack whore on the corner street. I don't know what it is, but this is just such a slinky, sexy, dirty, grimy, wonderful song. That's a terrible way to talk about this, but I love this song. I always have. It just makes you want to shimmy and shake all the time. And so this has always been my favorite. I want to say this is probably, I'm not sure if I heard this before Eliminator came out. I'm not 100% sure about that. I believe I borrowed this from my cousin, and because I thought the cover looked kind of cool. He had a cassette of it, and I remember dubbing a cassette copy of it. So I think I got this before Eliminator had come out. So I was already this was probably my introduction to ZZ Top right here. So this album goes back with me a good little ways. And again, for those of you who've been tuning into this series for this final episode of the series, I think that song. I think is a fitting way to end it. I thank you for all of you who've tuned in, liked, shared, subscribed, commented, whatever you've done on it. Um, keep going back on some of my stuff that I have on the channel. If you missed some episodes, I've got it all in a playlist. Check them out. Let me know what you think of some of them, okay? John Clauser, Johnny Metal, the Metal Dad, coming to you from a music corner of the world. Rock forever. I thank you. Take care.